Ignoring health and safety measures, failure in ensuring an effective inoculation drive and weak monitoring of free human movement along the border region has led to the alarming resurgence of COVID-19 cases, including the new variant Omicron in Nepal. Nearly 1,400 new cases have been reported in the country in the past 24 hours, while the Education Ministry has decided to close schools across the country until 29th of January. Good morning, I am Bibashna Tamang and these are the headlines of the hour. The Government Attorney Office returns the report on the Lalita Nivas land scam prepared by the Central Investigation Bureau, citing inadequate investigation. Nepal records 1,357 new cases of COVID-19. The Home Ministry issues directive prohibiting the gathering of more than 25 people in any activities. India's capital, Delhi, records more COVID-19 deaths in the first 10 days of this month than the total deaths in the last 5 months. 46 deaths reported in the capital in just 5 days. And Gabon defeat Comoros by a solitary goal in the Africa Cup of Nations. Senegal also take care of Zimbabwe with the same scoreline. The Kathmandu District Government Attorney Office has returned the report on the Lalita Nivas land scam prepared by the Central Investigation Bureau (CIB), citing inadequate investigation. The CIB had submitted its report last Thursday and had recommended the Government Attorney Office to file charges against 360 individuals. The report alleges the involvement of land mafias, businessmen and higher government officials. The Government Attorney Office has demanded CIB for additional evidence to back the report claims. The Bureau has recommended the 360 individuals be jailed for 7 years and pay a fine of over 13.76 billion rupees. The Government Attorney Office had consulted with the Office of the Attorney General before sending the report back to the CIB. The CIB had carried out the 2-year-old investigation to submit the report to identify the involvement of 360 individuals, including 5 former secretaries, in the sale of 143 ropenis of land. And it's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion. Here's the question: why do you think was the report on Lalita Nivas land scam submitted by CIB returned by the Government Attorney's Office? The options: option A, political pressure; option B, incomplete investigation; and option C, protecting perpetrators. The voting is on. Type any WS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. An alarming resurgence of coronavirus cases is being reported across the country. According to the Ministry of Health and Population, 1,357 new coronavirus cases were confirmed in Nepal yesterday from RT-PCR tests. Likewise, 89 other cases were identified through antigen tests. In its daily briefing, the ministry has said that 2 more COVID-19 fatalities have taken the death toll due to coronavirus to 11,606 in the country. With 255 individuals discharged yesterday, the recovery rate from coronavirus stands at 97.7%. Meanwhile, 7,245 individuals are at home isolation, 610 at institutional isolation, 67 patients are undergoing treatment at intensive care units and 16 are on ventilator support. There are only 2 alternatives to curb the rapid spread of coronavirus cases: following all health and safety guidelines and vaccination against coronavirus. While several Nepali nationals have yet to receive the COVID-19 vaccine, the resurgence of the cases is also being attributed to ignoring health and safety measures. More in this report.
Conventions of political parties, among other crowded activities, increased during the period of fewer infections of coronavirus in Nepal. With the drop in cases, many individuals had also refrained from following the health and safety guidelines. Likewise, unrestricted human movement along the borders was also seen. All of these lapses have led to the resurgence of coronavirus cases in Nepal. In response to the alarming resurgence of the cases, the COVID-19 Crisis Management Center, or the CCMC, has reintroduced measures including the mandatory use of masks along with showing of the vaccination card at hotels, sporting venues, parks, cinema halls and domestic airports. Likewise, the CCMC has also prohibited the presence of more than 25 people in any activities. However, public places remain crowded and many people continue to ignore the health and safety guidelines. Coronavirus cases have increased by 9% in the past week alone, and this situation must be taken seriously. If the cases continue to increase at this rate, hospitals and other health institutions are soon likely to run out of resources, including medical oxygen and beds. To avoid such a crisis situation, it is imperative for the public to receive the vaccines against coronavirus and to follow all the health and safety measures.
In our Public Voice segment, we had asked locals in several provinces how accessible have COVID-19 vaccines been. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Public Voice.
पहिला भन्दा अहिले धेरै सजिलो भएको छ
कुन बेला आउँछ भन्ने पनि त्यति जानकारी हुँदैन
सर्च भएको भए त मैले obviously लगाइ पनि सक्थ्यो होला
सोर्स लगाउनु पर्छ
खोप लाउन सजिलै छ
मलाई लाग्छ त्यस्तो चाहिँ नि सहज छैन
लाकै छैन लेसम्म
धेरै भिड चलिरहेको छ पर्खापर्खी
खोप लगाउन त्यति सजिलो भएन
अहिलेसम्म अब सहजै लगाइरहेछ
सजिलै भयो लागिसक्यौँ हामीले
टाढा टाढातिर पनि लगाउन पाइरहेको छ
An investigation report has revealed of a nexus between government officials and Batas Group that received the contract to operate a canteen in the Narayan Heti Palace Museum premises. The special committee formed to investigate on the construction of the canteen has also recommended the constructions be halted and actions be taken against individuals who facilitated the contract. The special committee, under the coordination of Joint Secretary of the Tourism Ministry, Om Prasad Loitel, submitted its report to Tourism Minister Prem Bahadur Ali yesterday, identifying that the contract between the government and Batas Group did not clearly mark the canteen area. Likewise, the report states Batas Group had not taken permit to construct the canteen building in the 14 rupees of land within the museum premises. Minister Ali has called on the Commission for the Investigation of Abuse of Authority to initiate investigation on any guilty party and take necessary actions. The special committee has also concluded foul play in the project's tender call and that the Executive Director, Pace Narendra Hall, had abused his authority while contracting with B Management.
Sports News brought to you by Lakshmi Steel, Nepal में guaranteed #1 quality.
Nepal Police Club and Brigade Boys settled for a 1-1 draw in their Martyrs Memorial A Division League match played yesterday. In the clash held at the capital's Tashrat Stadium, Roshan Ali gave Brigade Boys an early lead as he scored in the second minute. The lead was short-lived as Nepal Police equalized a minute through Buddha Tamang's free kick. Both the teams couldn't score any more goals in the remainder of the match and settled for a 1-1 draw. Following yesterday's draw, Nepal Police remain in the 11th position of the league table with 7 points from 8 matches, while Brigade Boys remain in the 12th spot with 6 points from the same number of matches played. With the completion of yesterday's match, the 8th round of the Martyrs Memorial A Division League has ended. Undefeated Machandra Club lead the league table with 20 points after the 8th round, while Manang Mershang the club are a point behind in the second position. The 9th round matches kick off from this Friday. Defending champions Tribhuvan Army Club have marked a winning start in the Prime Minister Cup 2020 National Cricket Tournament. In the match played at TU Ground in Kantipur yesterday, Tribhuvan Army thrashed Karnali Province by 63 runs. Army, who were a player down because of an injury to Sonu Tamang, batted first after losing the toss and were bowled out for 116 runs in 19.1 overs. In reply, Karnali were bowled out for a paltry 53 runs in 14 overs. Jitendra Mukhya was the pick of the Tribhuvan Army bowlers, grabbing 4 wickets. In yesterday's second match of the PM Cup played at TU Ground, Armed Police Force defeated Province 2 by 24 runs. In another PM Cup 2020 match played yesterday, Nepal Police Club saw off Sudur Pashchim Province by a thin margin of just 2 runs. In the match played at Malpani Cricket Ground, Nepal Police batted first after losing the toss and posted 93 runs for the loss of 8 wickets in the allotted 20 overs. Aditya Mahatta and Narayan Joshi grabbed 3 wickets each for Sudir Pashchim, while Shermalla claimed 2 scouts. Despite chasing a small target, the provincial team could not manage to secure a victory as they fell short by just 2 runs in 20 overs and lost 9 wickets in their chase. Arif Shah was the pick of the police bowlers as he had 4 wickets to his name. In the second match played at Mulpane Cricket Ground yesterday, Bagmati Province took care of Alumini Province by 49 runs. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.